And welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. Just when you thought the case was over, think again. A report finding Utah police made mistakes in the encounter with Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. To break down this case, I want to bring in Fox's Laura Engel, who is joining us live from New York with the very latest. Laura, what do we know at this time? Because, man, everyone saw that body camera footage from the Moab Police Department.
They sure did. And you know what? You bring up an important point. This body cam footage was so widely seen that there was an attorney in Los Angeles that saw it like the rest of us on the news. And she was the one that actually filed a formal complaint with the city of Moab to look into that traffic stop, how it was handled, if policies were violated in any way. That's how this whole thing began. And we have here a copy of this. This is a nearly 100-page report that was released late last night, and it goes into great detail, basically covering every moment that was captured on that police-worn body cam footage of the traffic stop of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie, with this independent investigation finding that some police policies were in fact followed, but many important ones were not. And as we get into it and review that body cam footage, the investigation found that police made unintentional mistakes and did not follow Utah state code by protecting the victim in a domestic violence call and enforcing the law. Now, remember, this whole thing started after someone called 911 to report a man slapping a woman. The code about protecting a victim in this report actually pertains to Brian Laundrie, with the report finding that police should have either cited or arrested Gabby Petito, who admitted to officers that she had hit her fiance first when the couple was spotted fighting outside a store in Moab before they drove away in Petito's white van. Now, that admission of Gabby Petito when she's talking with the police was caught on body cam footage and was an integral part of the investigation done by the Price City Police Department. And, you know, it also shows, Daytona, that the responding officers struggling with the language of the law as to what constitutes a domestic violence assault, which ultimately led to the couple being separated for the night with no arrest or citation made. Now, in this report, they recommend improvements to both the policies and training of the Moab City Police Department, including providing additional training in domestic violence investigations, as well as additional legal training to ensure that officers really get a full grasp of state laws and statutes while they're in these predicaments. Now, while the attorney for Gabby Petito's family has not commented as of today, we are hearing from the attorney for Brian Laundrie's family. Interesting here. Here's part of the statement. To label every disagreement between couples a citable domestic violence incident is to criminalize human emotions and reactions that should be dealt with outside of the criminal code. Now, this report, Daytona, mentions at the very end a disclaimer from the author saying there are a lot of what ifs in this case and in this scenario, but saying that the primary one being, would Gabby be alive today if this case was handled differently? And the answer to that is an impossible question to answer, he wrote.
Yeah,
Daytona.
Absolutely. The specific officers, though, in that video, do we know anything more about them when it comes to the Moab Police Department?
Yeah, well, they were interviewed repeatedly during this. And during this independent investigation, which came from an outside police agency within the state of Utah, they were questioned repeatedly about this. And they both said that they thought that they were doing the right thing in the moment, and also expressed deep remorse and saying that they're devastated, obviously, at what had happened after that. One of the officers even telling the investigator, if I would have known that what was going to happen was happening, I would have taken time off. I would have driven myself to Wyoming to stop the couple from continuing on with their travel. They were put, there was obviously some administrative work that was done with them in terms of what happens next. I think that's still something that is being worked out with the city of Moab and the Moab Police Department with these two officers.
Laura, it might be too early to know, and maybe you haven't even talked to them yet, but I know you're in close affiliation with Gabby Petito's family throughout this whole story. Any reaction from them about this investigation?
Yeah, they have reaction in the sense that they don't want to comment as of yet. They were given a copy of this report prior to its release to the media. So they had some time to go through it, to look through it carefully. Obviously, they've had an attorney with them, Rick Stafford, who's been with them from the beginning. And as of right now, they just don't want to comment. There's too much involved in this report. There's too much involved about what this could mean moving forward with legal issues. So they're just taking a beat and taking a minute with it. You know, again, we heard from Brian Laundrie's attorney, the family attorney for that, for those parents, but no word from the parents directly. But I have a feeling that we will be hearing from the Petito Schmidt family, you know, in the coming weeks and months.
All right, Fox's Laura Ingle live for us in New York tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.